Hello there, welcome to Hoojies Garage. This is not my garage today, I'm visiting a friend. I am a bit curious on how it is to get free energy for your car. Of course, this is not a gasoline car, it's an electric car, Polestar 2. And my friend has installed quite a big sun power plant, or whatever you should call it. He has a solar roof. Now the Audi A2 will someday it will die, of course. It's very old, and as done right now it has 530,000 kilometers on it, so the next car after that one will probably be electric for me. So I'm here to study and learn and to show. So yeah, let's take a closer look on how this system works. So here on the hill here on the hill one can see a bit of the installation. Let's take a closer look at this. Yeah, right, quite an installation. It's a bit over 100 square meters of photovoltaic solar panels or solar cells or whatever you call it. I think he said it's a bit over 60 units. The power that this gives on a day just like this is, what was it, 23 kilowatts, so quite a bit of power. And during the day then you multiply with the hours, and typically it produces 160 to 170 kilowatt hours on a good day like this. As you can understand, a normal electric car battery is half of that roughly, so it for sure powers up 2 cars on a sunny day if the cars are at home, and you know there are lots of factors involved. But what is produced is of course also sold, because you don't consume all that much, but we'll get to that when we look at the other parts of the installation. Of course the daylight or the sunlight in December isn't all that strong. There are days without no production at all in December. I mean, let me think now. From November, December, January, and a little bit into February, then there's kind of virtually no production at all. But on a yearly basis, this produces some 22,000 kilowatt hours. So it's quite a bit of power that's made, or energy that's made. Let me think now. And why is it like this? There could have been a few more here. Well, this property or this house doesn't consume more than some 22,000 kilowatt hours per year. So if you start to overproduce, significantly overproduce, then you have to register this as a power plant. You have to form a company, and it gets a bit complicated. At least the owner of this thought it was, let's not get into that. So he thought this is sufficient and good enough. We are on a latitude of 58 degrees, so we're quite a bit up on the northern hemisphere. But as you can see, there's sun up here also. It's not always sunny just at the equator. So interesting. Now you can see that there are small, I'm a bit interested in details, how things really fit together and how things really works. So I see that there are some, let's take a close look. This is attached to the roof. So again, it's an old roof, but these shingles, I can see that they have made a little chamfer, so they've taken off those shingles that are involved in the installation and chamfered locally. And the bracket goes in there and is attached with 4 screws as far as I could see, and underneath here there's a, it's just wooden structure. I would guess maybe 20 millimeters thick, but it's a complete roof structure. And then there are small members that put these at the right position and the right angle. And the installation, then there's a cable going from underneath, of course, or maybe even 2, I would say. So let's follow the installation and see where the wires go. So electric cables or wires, they come out here. So we are on the northern side of the house now, and they seem to be routed on top of the wooden part of the roof, but below the shingles, and they hopefully sealed them up there. Why they come out and are exposed like this, I don't know. Maybe the house has maybe it's not accessible or whatever up there, so they have to do it like this. Or maybe some security reason. There's a little warning sign saying PV, maybe photovoltaic installation, because if you were out of power in the house, then if it's a sunny day, you would still have power on the house. So I think it's a security thing. But let's look at that more in detail on the inside. So let's go in. So the wires come there, and I can see on the colors it's a negative and a positive. It's not one cable each, it's a group of 4 positives and 4 negatives. That's the way they decided to do it. Maybe it's easier to install. Must be easier to install than a big thick wire. And well, protection in terms of over voltage. You could be hit by lightning or something. And then this is the inverter, yes, of course, because the photovoltaic panels, they produce DC current, or DC power. And then, but every modern house nowadays is run on altering current, AC. So here's the inverter, and this thing is warm. It's like, I would guess 60 degrees warm, even though it has some cooling flanges of aluminium on the backside. But it's it's full power now on the roof almost. It probably generates just about maximum power because it's in a very, very sunny day. And okay, power is inverted then into AC, and the AC power goes to there's some fuse box here, but then it goes to, let me think now, it goes to the power central that receives power from the grid also on the outside of the house. But before we go out, here's a little transmitter also, a Wi-Fi transmitter, so the owner can see just about anything that can be registered on this system. Voltage over each phase, power generator over each phase, hours, this power like that. It's everything can be seen. And also you can just scroll back and see, okay, in December, 14th of December, oh, I had no sun. You can see just about everything. But let's go on the outside now and take a look at the main central. So, power from the inverter comes here through the wall, and this is a main switch to break the power feed from the solar roof, because even if the power is gone on the grid for some reason, but you have to do some work on the house, you have to be able to switch off the main switch or the feed from the roof. Then it goes into this central here. Let me take a look. Here we go. Okay. Power in from the solar roof. Power in from the grid. This one is empty. Here's power to the house from the grid or from the solar roof. This is power to the wall box charger for the electric car, or the electric cars even. It says load balancing unit, but what it does is that it just makes sure that if the car is being charged on high power, let's say like that, and then suddenly some equipment in the house is starting to take a lot of power, then it just reduces the power that it gives to the car, so you don't blow a fuse, just as simple as that. And the power now, this sunny day, power goes out on the grid, so right now he's selling energy, and he's selling quite a bit because also the fuses are a bit warm. And on a cloudy day or in the middle of the night, of course, the power goes the other way around. And here we have here's some, the things that you can see on your application in the phone. A few of the basic data you can also take a look at here on the display here. And this is the unit that measures how much energy you're selling or buying, and it communicates over the telephone net, I think, with the energy provider of this area. Okay, I think we are about to go to the wall box then, because there isn't much more to it than this here. Alright, good. So through the garage comes the quite large electric wire here. So from the control box or main central of power feed to and from the house comes this wire, and well, a wall box. Charge Amps is the brand, but there are plenty of brands for wall boxes nowadays. This one has, okay, so this is altering current, AC current coming here. And it has 2 outlets, which is a bit of a luxury, but okay, the guy is not 4, as you can see. And it gives, 22 kilowatts, and the car can receive only 11. That's quite normal. It seems to have been the standard for electric cars now. 11 kilowatt, that's what they can take, but a few can take 22 also. So, nice, right? It's charging your car for free. Okay, after, maybe I could say that it charges the car for free after, you know, these 7-8 years, something that it takes to pay off the installation. But after that, charging for free. So I'm quite curious. I hope to be able to have something like this at home, but the car has to die first, my old Audi A2. Then I might go for something electric. So that's all from Hoojies Garage today. Take care. Bye bye.